Woo!
One of our more exciting adventures. The first film that I had to finance myself, and so we had everything on the line. We ran into the worst blizzard in the history of Finland. Halfway through the picture, the bank pulled out, and they didn't have any money to finish the movie, but we managed to get on somehow. And ultimately, we pushed the whole world of special effects to another level by doing special effects that were white on white, which up until that point was impossible. And it turned out to be a really great film. And I certainly hope you all enjoy it.
Thank you, George! Oh, yeah?
We're going to ask a couple of questions.
Second question. Who wants to ask the second question? And the final question is? When are we going to film Blu-ray? Pardon? When are we going to film the trophy of Blu-ray? They're working on it right now. In the back. Any chance it's going to work in 3D? We're working on that too.
How about tonight?
We've been working on it for years. It's very hard now. We finally have gotten to a point where the process is more facile. More people are starting to do it. The first one, which was Clash of the Titans, was a little less than. That's one of the reasons we never did it. But now we've found a new place. A place that we've been pushing along for a long time, and they, with a huge amount of help, did Alice in Wonderland, and so we're having them do ours.
Okay, this I know is a third question, but what inspired you with the whole, starting on the path with Star Wars and everything? What was your first inspiration?
I was curious that did the psychological motifs that existed 2,000 or 3,000 years ago still hold true today? And so I took those psychological motifs and I turned them into a movie. And that's what Star Wars became.
Thank you.
Now we got a number 7.
Look, here is someone.
Who had you? Yeah, you and the stand up. No, not you. There you go. Good one. Watch the Clone Wars next year, third season. Way better than the second season. Considering how good of a job Herb Brickner did with Empire, how come he didn't come back to be Jedi? Pardon? Well, at that point, I was very busy building up a company and trying to, especially with Empire, I was trying to, finance it, build the company, do all this stuff at once, and it was just too much for me to actually direct it. As it turned out, I spent a lot more time on the set than I hoped that I would. The third one, I just sort of just stood there the whole time and went along with the guy and helped everybody do it. But at that point, I just had so many other projects going at the same time, it was impossible for me to actually try to sit down and direct a movie. When I direct a movie, it's literally 3 years not being able to do anything else. Well, why didn't you bring Curtis back to Jedi? You want to know the truth?
Money?
The truth is, the Directors Guild fined me $250,000 for hiring him in the first place because he was an American director working for a British company. And they then fined him $25,000. So I paid all the fines, paid him, and then quit the guild and said a lot of things I won't say. And then Richard was a British director and wasn't part of the Directors Guild, so I could hire him.
How are things coming with the live-action TV show?
The live-action TV show is kind of on hold because we have scripts, but we don't know how to do them. because they literally are Star Wars, only we're going to have to try to do it for a tenth the cost. And it's a huge challenge, a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be.
Is that pushing back the original launch date?
Well, we're doing another little animated TV show besides Clone Wars, which is Goofy. It's done by the people who do Robot Chicken. And I think it'll be very funny.
Yeah, right here.
This is like such a huge honor, but what are you planning on doing next?
Red
A
Tails.
film called Red Tails, about African-American background, World War II. It's basically a combination of American graffiti, since they were all young kids, and the trench run from Star Wars with an all-black cast.
Oscar.
Yeah, you got it.
The biblical symbols that are in all of the movies, are they actually true, or some of your beliefs there?
Well, there is a lot of symbolism in the movie. Most of the mythological part was psychological, but it was also taken from mythology all over the world. So I took the things that were common to every single culture and every country, and I narrowed everything down to that. So a lot of the more spiritual aspects of it exist in all religions.
Back row in the tie, and then next to Jim Warren. Not to get off topic, but will we get another Indiana Jones movie, please?
In theory, I'm working on that.
Next year.
Last question.
Because when you start to care about when you start to care about yourself and the things that you own and the things that you have, and you're greedy and you want things all the time, and you don't want to give them up because you're afraid to give them up, you turn to the dark side. And that's what happened to Andy. Thank you.
I never used a recorder on here before, so I don't know if I'm going to pick up the sound on this or not. Plus, I don't know if I can load this to my iPhone or not. I can do photos. Is it still recording?
Oh, come on.